Welcome to F12 MJD News Updates. Greetings to you, dear friends and faithful. The Synod on Synodality ended on Sunday, the 29th October 2023. His Royal Highness the Sultan of Johore is the next Agong. Israel-Palestine conflict worsens. The strong Singapore dollar is another cause for more brain drain from Malaysia. Malaysian staples are getting more expensive as the ringgit gets weaker. The Pope calls for ceasefire in the Holy Land. Jittery times. Campaigns on humanitarianism in schools. Gun strutting, flag stomping, and masked like terrorists. Images of child soldiers in Africa, suicide bombers in Vietnam or Afghanistan, and shootings in US schools are conjured up. Holistic reflection must take place on the evil of terrorism and wars with unprejudiced historical background. Prayer and compassion helps one to understand, not become judgmental. Only religions can teach mercy, compassion, and charity. The world order needs reform. With the world, the Church also has to reform. At the conclusion of the first session of the Synod, the Pope called for reform. He said, to reform the Church is to put God first and adore Him and to love and serve others. We are to dream the Church, and this is a Church we are called to dream. A Church that is the servant of all, the servant of the least of our brothers and sisters, a Church that never demands an attestation of good behavior, but welcomes, serves, loves, forgives. A Church with open doors that is a haven of mercy, he said. Reforms begins with us. A thought for the week. The power of nature is simply awesome. But there's a peculiar thing about the wind. You cannot see it. People know it is there. They see its results and feel its effects, but it isn't visible. Krishna Rossetti wrote, "Who has seen the wind? Neither I nor you. But when the leaves hang trembling, the wind is passing through." Who has seen the wind? Neither you nor I. But when the trees bow down their heads, the wind is passing by. A lesson from the wind. The words that people speak are, Lord, like the wind. They can be encouraging, helpful, or destructive. And like the wind, they are unseen, but the effect that they can have on someone can leave a lasting impression that may last days, years, or a lifetime. A person's words of encouragement can uplift, inspire, motivate an individual, or they can also criticize, berate, and demean another person that could leave severe and detrimental impacts on their lives. How will you use your words today? Announcements for this week. 1. A 2-day Advent formation with Father Jeffrey Plant from the Archdiocese of Sydney on the infancy narratives of the Gospel of Matthew and Luke to understand the Advent Jesus will take place at Our Lady of Guadalupe, Krubong, 17th November, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m., 18th November, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., organized by the Malacca, Johore Diocese Biblical Ministry. Entry fee is Ringgit 30. 2. The iffasia or FONDACIO Asia invites those aged 23 to 38 discerning their life paths, seeking to deepen pastoral and leadership skills, and prepare for priestly or religious initiation. It is a 5-month online self-leadership development, 10-month on-site leadership development, and 2-year internship. Register now. Contact iffasia or the Bishop's Office. 3. Father Devadasan and John Chia from the Disciples of Christ will be celebrating their 30th sacerdotal anniversary with a Thanksgiving Mass on the 13th of November at OLG Krubong. 4. Deacon Aaron Alamale will be ordained diocesan priest on the 20th of November at St. Andrew's, Moa. And 5. The clergy will gather for their annual clergy discernment from the 21st to the 23rd November at GSS. 6. The 25th sacerdotal anniversary of Father James Rajendran will take place on the 4th of December at the Church of the Immaculate Conception, Johor Bahru. Q&Q. Q asks, when do we start dying? You start dying slowly if you do not travel, if you do not read, if you do not listen to the sounds of life, if you do not appreciate yourself. You start dying slowly when you kill your self-esteem, when you do not let others help you. You start dying slowly if you become a slave of your habits, walking every day on the same paths. If you do not change your routine, if you do not wear different colors, or you do not speak to those you don't know. You start dying slowly if you avoid feeling passion and their turbulent emotions, those which make your eyes glisten and your heart beat fast. You start dying slowly if you do not risk what is safe for the uncertain, if you do not go after a dream, if you do not allow yourself at least once in your lifetime to run away from sensible advice. Don't let yourself die slowly. Do not forget to be happy. Pablo Neruda, a Chilean poet, a Nobel Prize winner for literature in 1971. The God of peace says, do not be afraid. It is I. Peace be with you. Take care. He walks with you.